to 2-2 now. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
It's a fine line from working down in the zone on 2-2 and bouncing one in there that basically stands no chance at getting swung at. Right there, he basically spiked that one right into the dirt, and now he has to find the zone on a 3-2 pitch.
Now a moment here to check out the White Sox starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
Yeah, I know this team has to be hoping that Jose Abreu can get it going. It's been an interesting year. You know, he's hit under 200 on the road, and you don't expect anybody that's as good of a player as this guy is to struggle that bad on the road. Under 200, that's pretty ugly.
Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada. No balls and a strike to count. The windup and the 0-1. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball one. And it's fouled away. Bases are empty, one man out. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Oh and 1, here it comes. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And this is foul tipped as he stays alive here, but meanwhile that ball came right back at our home plate umpire, and he may need some attention at this moment. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Yanked on the ground down the line, and that's through for a hit. He'll get it into second. The tag, and they'll get him at second, and with that the side is retired. Nothing doing here in the opening half inning. The Orioles due up in the first, no score. Digging in. Andrew Velasquez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Number 88.
Edge of the zone that time taken and ruled a strike. And guys, you take a look at the White Sox entering play here tonight. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty B, we've got a team here that's been playing some pretty good baseball. They're not quite in first place yet, D-Row, but they're playing good, and they'd like to stay competitive through the month of May.
Yeah, they've played okay. Let's be honest. They've hit okay. They've pitched okay. They're capable of much better than this, but it's early. We find ourselves just in the early phases of May. Ride it out and find a way to get hot.
The 2-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
He got a swing and a miss on that last pitch, but that's not the location he wants to live in against a hitter of this quality.
Didn't stay on top of the slider that time as it misses high.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Coming to the plate now, Rio Ruiz. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. Now a swing, and this ball is crushed straight away center field. Onto the lawn and gone. Two-run shot to straightaway center. His first home run of the season, as the Orioles are now out to a 2-0 lead.
What a way to start this one off. Scoreless top of the frame, and you answer with a bomb in the bottom of the first.
That'll bring in the versatile Pat Valaika. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. No outs, nobody on. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Into the corner and slicing foul. Grounded to third. And that's through for a hit.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
There's one. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
It's really tough to double up a guy with the speed that he has, and he was hustling all the way on this ground ball, so they should be happy they at least got the guy out at second. It'll be interesting now to see if he tries to use that speed again and swipe a bag and get into scoring position.
So a runner at first with one man gone, and that'll bring up the catcher, Chance Sisco. Has a look, now the pitch.
This is a tough guy to turn two on. It's got to be hit hard. If you're an infielder, you've got to catch it and get rid of it quickly.
Runners on the move for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Not in time. He's in there at second.
We all know this team is struggling right now. They're on a losing streak. So when that's the case, sometimes you need to be a little bit more aggressive and try to put some pressure on your opponents. Stolen bases are a good way of doing that. So we'll see if it pays off on the scoreboard for him right now.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Williams, the runner at second with one away. 2 balls and 2 strikes, the count to Chance Sisco. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Balls and strikes belong to Mr. Jerry Hillsdale.
D-Row, Jerry Hillsdale might be one of the more solid everyday umpires in the league right now.
Yeah, I think he's one of the best in the business, Dan. High praise all around. You go into both meetings with the managers, and what do? They rave about Jerry Hillsdale.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. From the stretch. And he misses inside with that one. Ball. One. Fouled away. Still only 1 out in the inning. And this one's in the dirt. Runners may have thought about it, but they'll stay put, and the count moves to 2-1. Left side, but well foul. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. To second for one. On to first, but not in time as he beats it out.
Batting seventh, the designated hitter, Renato.
So digging in now, Renato Nunez. And we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
And a close play at second, but the throw. Stepping into the box, Eloy Jimenez looking to stay hot. He's been a real threat at the plate the last week or so. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. See you later. Over the wall, a home run.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
So here's Jose Abreu. He grounds it sharply to third. Reined in. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Okay, here's how the Birds line up today on defense. And let's spot shadow first baseman Chris Crush Davis. Doesn't get enough love for how soft this guy's hands are. Constantly picking middle infielders left and right. We get it. He's got power. But look for him to make a nice play on defense as well.
Edwin Encarnacion now as the first pitch misses to him. It's ball one. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Ripped down the first base line. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit. And now it'll kick around in the corner.
Boy, there's a long drive bullet off the wall right there, but the outfielder does a really good job, D-Roll, of getting that one quickly and getting it back in to keep him at first for a long single.
Yeah, and also nice job by the base runner not there. Not putting his head down, being over-aggressive and getting thrown out at second base. He saw the play happening in front of him and put the brakes on and got back for a base hit.
Yeah, D-Roll, I think he would have been toast if he tried to stretch that one into a double.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1 and 2. Comes set. Now the pitch. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. Velasquez takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out. In now the power hitting outfielder Nomar Mazara. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball one. Looks at a sinker there that drops in 1-1.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not. Not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
High in the air out to center field. Williams is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Sox get into the box now. Anthony Santander.
Orioles, the left fielder.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Santander.
Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. Chopped to third. Moncada fields it cleanly, and there's one away.
Batting ninth.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. Head-to-head with Ronaldo Lopez. He's 1 for 3. First pitch on its way. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. One out, nobody on. And this one's too far inside, ball 2. Three and 0 now.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
And he lost him here on 4 pitches. So a speed merchant is aboard now with 1 away. Digging in to try it again, Andrew Velasquez. He scored after reaching on a walk in his first at-bat. From the belt, the pitch inside. The throw is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now. Lifted in the air toward the line and right, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Line to the right side. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
Well, we've in the first 2 innings here, and here's another one. Absolutely jumped off his bat and into the outfield, bringing another run home here in the early going.
1-0 the count. Has a look, now the pitch. Ground ball right side. He'll get to this one deep in the hole. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Pat Valaika, a base hit in his first trip. From the stretch. And a ball 1-0.
Wow, that's 40 pitches for him already. This doesn't have the makings of a start that he's going to go very deep.
There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball, and it's 2-1 now. From the stretch. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. Set to deal on 2-2. Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. And the throw to first ends the inning. Orioles get a run on the RBI double. We've played 2. It's now 3-1 Baltimore. At the plate, Danny Mendoza. And he'll start out their half of the third, top of the order to follow.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Up top, it's 2-0.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty, but hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
Now a ball hit fouled off to the right and up into the crowd. Three balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order is coming up right behind him.
He sends it out to left field. Well hit. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
In now, Leury Garcia. Popped him up. Under it now is Davis to put it away for the first out. Runner in scoring position at second with 1 away. And that'll bring up the former top prospect as a minor leaguer, Yoan Moncada. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Now the 1-0. Pitch outside. The throw. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there.
One of the keys to stealing third is to get a big lead off a second, and that's just what happened, even though this catcher has a cannon for an arm.
Two 2-0 count and the pitch. 3-0 now. Third inning here. 3-1 our score. And he misses with one here. It's ball 4. So that'll at least bring the double play into the conversation with runners at the corners and 1 away.
Almost looked semi-intentional there. The bad news is that there are 2 men on base. The good news is that an inning double play is now in order.
Runners at the corners here with 1 gone in the inning. And up next, it'll be Tim Anderson. First offering on its way. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. The 1-0 home is taken for ball 2.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. he probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Runners are at first and third, one away. And it's 2 balls and a strike for Tim Anderson.
2 balls, 1 strike.
The 2-1. This is on the ground over to first. To second for 1. On to Davis for a side retiring double play. White Sox leave 1. Score holds. It's 3-1. Digging in now, Mason Williams. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
One of the keys to securing a win. They want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1.
Ball 1.
And they'll go off speed here as this. Here's the pitch.
Ball 3.
Chance Sisco is on deck. The 3-1.
3-2.
And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
As if things aren't tough enough here playing in this hostile environment, he walks the leadoff hitter, and oh yeah, he's a threat to run every time he gets on base. Not the way he wanted to start this outing.
And that'll bring up the catcher, Chance Sisco. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now a move over to first, and he's back standing. From the belt, the pitch. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Sisco is a big threat in a matchup like this. He's got a ton of pop against right-handed pitching.
Yeah, I think because of his approach. He's not a dead pull guy. You want to try and sneak a piece of cheese in or hang something over the heart of the plate, he's going to absolutely crush it. But anything going away from him goes right into his bat path.
Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. From the stretch. 2-2.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
A runner at first with no outs here. Line toward the gap in left center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Boy, there's another base hit, and this is just kind of like that gift that just keeps on giving, D-Row. Both teams piling up the hits, and we're just in the third inning.
Yeah, their ears were open on both sides during the pitchers meeting today. Good plan at the plate, a lot of execution from the offensive side on both sides.
Chris Davis at the plate now, as he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Hit down the line at first, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike two. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
Count is 1-2.
Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
The 1-2. Misses for the second ball.
Boy, the curveball just hasn't been there this afternoon, and this is this guy's bread and butter pitch, especially when he gets ahead of hitters. He needs to find that curveball again.
Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here, from down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
And that misses as Davis will reach. It's ball four.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
Now at the plate, Renato Nunez. He could really open this lead up early if he can deliver here with the bases loaded. Here comes the first pitch.
0-1. One and one.
Tight spot. Bases loaded. Nobody out. A 2-1 count to Nunez. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. All even now, 2-2. From the belt, the pitch. Smoke toward the hole. And that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third. And it's a 4-1 game. Anthony Santander the next to bat. He's got the bases loaded now and a chance to really do some damage.
And he's one of those guys that they really rely on to come through in spots like this, Matt. Second on the team and runs batted in.
Pitcher on the mound has to find a way to minimize damage right here. Got to believe he's willing to trade 2 outs for a run.
Hit softly down the line at first. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. And here's a fastball on 0-2, but it misses. 1-2 now.
Hey, this is a monster strikeout situation right here. A double play would be great in this situation, but I know he's going for the K. You get a 1-2 count on a guy, he's going to throw his nastiest stuff.
Needs a punch out here. Can he get it? Now a curveball knocked down at home plate. nice job to keep the runners at bay as the count moves to 2-2. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play.
4 foul balls in this AB. Pitcher cannot find anywhere to go to put this guy away.
And this ball is popped up, drifting back behind the mound. Anderson is there, and he's got it for the first out.
Now batting, right
So
field.
here's Trey Mancini. He reached on a walk in his last time up and later came around to score. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
1-0.
The way this guy at the plate gets down. The line, contact is your friend in this situation. Tough to double him up. This middle infield has got to do their best to roll it as quick as possible.
Bases are loaded with only 1 out. And this is hit hard to the right side, but foul.
If I'm on the mound, the guy gets a hack off on me like that and crushes a breaking ball down the line, kind of note to self, I'm not going there again.
And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now.
The batter, number 88.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Andrew Velasquez. And a big hit here with the bases loaded could really put this one out of reach early on. Gone! It's a grand slam. So that's his first home run in the big leagues, and it's fair to say it's a moment he'll never forget.
Well, there's no doubt about that, Nat. People ask him 50 years from now who he hit it off of and what stadium he was playing in, and he'll remember it all. Heck, he'll probably remember what kind of pitch it was, too. Hopefully he can get the ball back so that can go in his trophy case forever.
So now the White Sox manager will slowly make his way toward the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. Probably wishes he could have gone a little longer, but the move's already been made, and he's off to the showers. Down the first baseline. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Two out, nobody on. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Hey, I get it. He wants to set up that breaking ball down and away, but that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close.
Ball 2 as the breaking ball misses inside.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but it's
And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces. Ready for another shot now. Pat Valaika, 1 for 2 with a base hit back in the first inning. That's a strike to throw down. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down.
Well, some may say that's a questionable steal with such a big lead, but to me, it's still too early to worry about disrespecting the other team. I've seen leads like this disappear, so they're going to keep trying to pile on.
He knows his strengths and weaknesses at the plate. He knows he has a cold zone away, but the bottom line is this pitcher has been able to execute to that spot. If he misses over the heart,
So now to the plate, Mason Williams, and he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. That evens it up, 1-1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Hit hard on the ground to second. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second.
Now batting, catcher, Ken Cisco.
Standing in now, Chance Cisco, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Seven runs have crossed the plate in the inning. Runners going. Pitch is a called strike. The throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. And strike 3 there as they'll finally work out of the inning as the side is retired. But a big inning here as 7 runs cross the plate, and this lead grows even wider. On now to the top of inning number 4. The O's lead this thing 10-1. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Eloy Jimenez. He leads off this half inning in what they hope will be a rebuttal to all those runs they just gave up.
Well, Matt, I think mentally they need to get 1 or 2 of these runs back right here. Just getting on the board after getting socked in the mouth by the opposing team can lift the team up a bit. We'll see if they can string something together.
First pitch on its way. Well hit to right, but foul. Strike 2 taken. A fastball that clips the inside black.
Borderline pitch right there. But as a low ball hitter, you can live with that as long as the umpire doesn't give him north as well.
Fastball called strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Up next for the White Sox.
Coming to the plate now, Jose Abreu. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here comes the first pitch. One run, 4 hits, 1 error thus far for the White Sox. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Tapped out in front of home. On to Davis at first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, designated hitter, Edwin Encarnacion.
At the plate, Edwin Encarnacion, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. And now a pitch on the way. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1.
You could bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. They're down 9. It's 10-1. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Orioles offense with their manager between innings, and overall he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Looking at the numbers, they currently have 4 hits coming from at-bats where they were behind in the count. That indicates that these guys are absolutely battling at the plate and making it very difficult for the opposition to get them out.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Here's Chris Davis now. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Too tight with that one. 3-0. Renato Nunez waits on deck. That one's in there. 3-1.
A pretty aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't offer at it.
Fouled off. And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
That is not the way he wanted to start off this half inning. It's one thing to walk the leadoff hitter, but it's even more painful when the leadoff hitter is an absolute burner and he can really wreak some havoc on the bases.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Here's the 0-1.
That's a ball.
And that misses 1-1.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
The 1-1.
2-1.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
Nobody out, runner on first. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Got to find a way to get back in the zone. I know you're in danger of losing both to walks, but certainly don't miss over the heart of the plate and have this guy gap one, or even worse, hit a 2-run homer.
A full count to the Orioles' designated hitter.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Smoked on the ground up the middle. One there to Abreu for the big double play.
Now batting.
There's a look at the final line for the White Sox starter. Not the night he or his club were hoping for.
Hey, this certainly wasn't the outing he was looking for when he left the bullpen while warming up. Too many pitches over the heart of the plate. 4 home runs. That's right. 4 home runs he allowed in this one.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
Hey, they say solos won't kill us, but I got to believe this guy's looking to do exactly that.
This ball will be chopped foul. In there, 1-2 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. Nothing doing this time around for the... Welcome back, Heidi. Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. I had a chance to talk with White Sox manager Rick Renteria between innings about his thoughts on his lineup's performance. And he told me he'd like to see a lot more aggressiveness in their at-bats the rest of the game. He said the problem is they're allowing themselves to fall behind in the count way too often, which is forcing them to constantly be in protect mode and swing at bad pitches. A lot of their outs have come from at-bats where they've fallen behind, so the focus going forward needs to be about being the aggressor early in the at-bats.
Thank you, Heidi. Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
Ooh-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Well, this has been a completely different performance from the offense that we saw yesterday. They were looking like the 27 Yankees 24 hours ago, but they've been held in check so far in this one. That's kind of how baseball goes.
The 1-0 is swung on and missed. Strike 1.
Get it ready, big boy. This guy's throwing 3 digits right here. The best way I can help the fans is 90 to 92, you can usually see seams. 92 to 95, it starts to really quicken up on you. Over 3 digits, you're seeing a white blur.
A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. Side 3-2. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Got him looking with the fastball as that had some two-seam movement to it. 2 gone.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Danny Mendick.
Into the box, Danny Mendick, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Boy, that fastball is just sizzling up there. 1-1. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
2 strikes.
And a great inning here as he gets another punch out and strikes out the side in order. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. At the plate, Trey Mancini 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far.
The right fielder, Trey.
The pitch.
Mancini.
Ball 1, no strike.
2-0 now.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
The 2-0 on the way. Outside, 3-0 now. Andrew Velasquez is on deck. Now the 3-0 offering. Is in there for strike one. And that misses. Ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway.
Right about now, the manager's questioning his decision to bring this guy in. If you can't trust a reliever to throw strikes, you can't trust him at all. We'll see if he comes to get him sooner than later.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. 0-1 the count. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Two balls and a strike to the Orioles leadoff hitter.
2 balls, 1 strike.
A runner at first with no outs here. Just off the inside part of the plate. It's 3-1.
You know, I kind of see why his ERA is so high coming into this one. He's just putting these guys in too many good hitters counts. That'll catch up with you real quick.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
Now batting, third baseman, Rio Ruiz.
Stepping up now, Rio Ruiz. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. He's set and the pitch. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. The 0-1 delivery. And smart to lay off there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now. In the dirt, but it's swung on for the 3rd strike. And he's going to make it up to 3rd here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Now batting, 2nd baseman, Pat Valaika.
In now for the O's, Pat Valaika, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. From the belt, kicks and deals.
1-0.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
Now the 1-0.
1-1.
Runners are at 2nd and 3rd with 1 down. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good work there to prevent any advance. It's 1-2. As a look, now the pitch. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
It looked like he tried to get him to chase on that pitch there, 1-2. A good idea, but I think now he has to challenge him a little bit. He doesn't want to get into a worse situation with the cleanup guy up next.
And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Into the box now, Mason Williams. As the first pitch here is a bit high, it's ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
A swing, and this ball is blasted to right field. Nothing's going to keep this one in the ballpark. Into the flag court and gone. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. 3rd home run for him on the year as they just continue to pour it on here. Ball's jumping in this one. That's the 4th to leave the yard so far.
Matty V, this is just one of those days where the ball seems to be flying, D-Row. The hitter's on point, the pitchers aren't making very good pitches.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's all about executing pitches, and they're not doing it today. They're leaving a lot of balls over the heart of the plate, and this offense, both offenses are taking advantage.
Dylan Cease gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. To the plate now, Chance Sisco. As he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
Lifted down the line in left. Jimenez has got it, and the side is retired. Another good inning for the O's. Fans like it too. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday night baseball after this. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Leury Garcia. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Oh, that's out.
The 1-1 home.
Hey!
Misses. Ball 2. Count all the way full to the White Sox center fielder. Swing and a miss. 5 straight strikeouts now, and there's 1 gone.
Man, he is looking flat out. unhittable on the mound right now. That's 5 straight punch-outs. I love it, but I think he might want to get his defense involved at some point so they don't fall asleep.
Yohan Moncada is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. Swing and a miss, 1-1.
He's in complete command of his two-seamer right now. It's got great movement, great depth, running all over the place. This offense is going to have a tough time.
2 balls and a strike to count. The 2-1 home.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
And a fastball misses there. Ball 4. Striding in once again, Tim Anderson. He was a double play victim last time around.
Yeah, rolling into a 2-ball will eat at you for the rest of the game at least, so you know he wants to make up for it right here.
And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
One run, 4 hits, 1 error thus far for the White Sox. His eyes lit up on that one above the zone, but he comes up empty.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
The 2-1. A bouncer up the middle. To second for 1. On to first, it's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over. Nothing doing here for the White Sox, and they remain well behind. Stepping in, Chris Davis comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Here comes the first pitch.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
That's out.
And some stirring now in the White Sox bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing. The 1-1 home is in there for strike number 2. One-two is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2. Now here it comes.
And obviously this guy's a double threat up there. He can run and he can go yard too. You don't want to walk him because he might steal a base on you, but you don't want to groove a fastball either because he could take you out of the yard.
And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th. Now to the plate, Renato Nunez. He was a double play victim last time around. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. 7 home runs for him on the year now as the blowout continues. Stepping in now, Anthony Santander. To right field and absolutely hammered. Forget about making a play on that ball. It's way out of here. Back-to-back home runs. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Home run number 9 on the year as this lead got even wider. Jimmy Cordero gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. At the plate, Trey Mancini, as he'll take a look at ball one. And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now. Now here's the pitch. Too high, and it's 3-0.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
And he takes ball four again, and they clearly just don't want any part of him in this one. Into the box now, Andrew Velasquez. Now a throw over to first, runner back standing. First offering on its way. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball one. Now the 1-0. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Garcia is on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number one.
Now batting.
So striding in, Rio Ruiz. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. He's set. Here it comes.
Hey, it's nearly impossible to turn two with a guy that could run like this. It's even harder when he comes out of the box hitting from the left side. You really need something tailor-made to even have a chance to get him at first.
Hit in the air down the right field line, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. The next 0-2.
I got to count 1 and 2.
You know, that almost works like a pitch out there. Maybe you get the guy to chase out of the zone, but at the very least, it gives the catcher something good to throw if the man on first is on the move.
Nope, that's the ball.
Good hard sinker, but he lays off to even things at 2-2. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with one out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball four anyways.
And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Pat Valaika comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. From the belt, the pitch. Now an off-speed pitch gets the outside. It's a called strike.
Hey, this guy's got an 89-mile-an-hour changeup. There was a time when 89 was a pretty good fastball.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1 is taken. Ball 3.
You fight so hard to get into these type of counts. You can't let this pitch get away from you. You have to keyhole something middle of the plate.
Line drive to left. Jimenez is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. Now at the plate, Mason Williams. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here.
Yeah, man, this guy flexed his muscles on that last at-bat. We heard that he has good power. That last bomb had to go well over 400 feet. He hit it a long way.
A 1-0 delivery.
That's the ball.
Hey, not a good spot to be, down 2-0. This guy has some serious pop at the plate. I'm expecting a big hack here.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
The problem for the batter now is He's gotten so inside conscious after those first 2 pitches. Anything on the outer half of the plate, it's going to look a foot outside.
The 3-1 pitch. And he misses with it for ball 4, so the bases will be loaded now with 2 away. Stepping in, Chance Cisco. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
1 ball. Ball, that's good. Full count.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Hit hard to the right. Foul. The next 3-2. There's a swing and a high, deep drive headed for the right field corner. Would have been a grand slam if he'd straightened it out. Instead, it's a foul ball. Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run. Now in the box, Chris Davis. This, of course, his second appearance in the inning as they've now batted around. That one's right down the middle for a strike with the fastball. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Waiting on it is Jimenez. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Now here's the cleanup hitter for the White Sox, Eloy Jimenez. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat. The windup and the 0-1. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball 1.
That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite-handed, that's coming across the plate. You might think he got a shot to stay inside that one.
And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game. Stepping into the box, Jose Abreu. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
Now batting.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Edwin Encarnacion. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. And a high strike there, 0-1. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And Davis will put this one away in the... Kelvin Herrera comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. But this is foul for the first strike. The 0-1 on its way. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. Hit hard back up the middle. Again, a nice clean base hit, his 3rd of the game. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Looking for a dead red piece of cheese, middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
In now, Anthony Santander, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. Mazzara is going to get back, and he'll put this one away on the warning track for the first out. On to first, and they get the double play. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Strike 2 swinging just down in front of the slider.
Hey, this is an amazing inning right here. Attacking the zone, keeping his defense invested. Chance to get off the field super quick.
Oh, and they pulled a string on a good changeup there. So coming to the plate, James McCann. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Here it comes. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Settling in now, Nomar Mazzara. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Well, he's done a real nice job with that breaking ball in this start. That's not the first time he's locked a guy up with it.
Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Mancini moving back. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. At the plate now, Danny Mendick. And that one got a piece of him. Now batting, Leury Garcia. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Gone! So here's Yoan Moncada.
The third baseman.
As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. As we near the end of this one, I think it's safe to say that the story of the game has undoubtedly been the long ball. Guys, what do you think about what we've witnessed?
Well, as a former offensive player, I absolutely love it. Kudos to both lineups for doing absolute damage today. One of the most fun watches of the year.
You know, D-Roll, what this shows me is this new age way of guys going up there, and they're swinging hard. You need to make good pitches, quality pitches, and if you don't have command of the fastball, you're in for a long day, and we saw that here this afternoon, a ball flying out at near record pace. Now ball 2. Back-to-back breaking pitches. I think if right now you really have to try to get the best pitch you can get in the zone, you have to throw it right here.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. 3 runs already home here. Skied into straightaway right. Mancini makes the catch for out number 3. Digging. Velasquez. He's 2 for 3 with a home run and a double.
Number 88.
First pitch on its way. Right through it here. It is behind 0-1.
Gotta love a reliever that comes in firing bullets, and his fastball is a good one.
A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2. 0-2 count and the pitch. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Well, back in the day, you would hope your leadoff man can work a walk or leg out an infield single, but not in today's game. Now they expect the leadoff hitter to have a little pop, just like this guy. Nice leadoff double.
1 ball, no strikes the count. Here's the 1-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
Clearly staying away from him in this at-bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
2-1 after the foul ball there. A runner at second, nobody out. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that's through into right field for a base hit. Long throw to the plate. But the throw is well up the line, and he scores easily. And he is out trying for 2 bases, but credit him with a single and an RBI here.
Now back, second baseman, Pat Valaika.
So now to the plate, Pat Valaika. As with 1 away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike 1. He's looking for his 3rd hit of the ball game here. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
Usually you see chases outside the zone on off-speed stuff like sliders, breaking balls, and changeups. But to chase a fastball that far outside the zone tells me this hitter's not seeing it well at all.
He struck him out, the 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
Now batting.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Mason Williams. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Waiting on it is Jimenez, and the inning is over. Digging in once again, Eloy Jimenez, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
2 balls and no strikes to the White Sox left fielder. All over the place to start the 9th. It's 3-0 now. 3 balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter. Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man, and he's plunked in this one. From the stretch, Jose Abreu is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1.
They love the confidence in that pitch right there, going right after one of the better hitters on this team, not afraid to execute.
On to first, and they get the double play, but boy, was he ever upended at second base. Edwin Encarnacion to the plate now. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time, laid off for ball 1. Grounded up the first baseline, and that's through for a hit.
Obviously, as a pitcher, he wants to finish what he started. But when you have that pitch count north of 115 pitches, you have to be concerned about his health, and the wear and tear on his arm might have to take him out of this one really soon.
Taken called strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd foul. The White Sox down to their last strike. And this ball is popped up, drifting back behind the mound. And not in time as the run scores.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. 2-strike RBI base hit. The ball wasn't hit very hard, D-Row, but from a hitter's perspective, you'll take it any way you can get it.
Yeah, in today's day and age where everyone's looking to go deep and can go deep, not many guys have a legitimate 2-strike approach. This is one of those players, and that's exactly what he did. Shortened his stroke a little bit, didn't try and do too much, and came through for the team.
And now those that have stuck it out tonight come to their feet. Line towards center field. But he will make the catch on the hard hit ball out there, and that will conclude matters here as this ball game is over.
Well, I got to be honest, I didn't think he had 9 innings in him, but he battled and he finished the game and he picked up the win along the way too.
18-5 the final in this one tonight. Baltimore jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. John Means earns win number 4 on the season. Ronaldo Lopez. So that's a wrap.
Welcome to our Wednesday edition of Inside the Show. Let's jump right into Tuesday's action. Looking first at the American League East, Miguel Sano collected a total of 4 driven in, leading the Twins to the win over the Yankees 5-2. He is currently among the AL leaders in on-base percentage. Kevin Pillar grabbed 3 runs driven in, leading the Red Sox over Kansas City 5-2. Andrew Velasquez had a great day, driving in 5 on 3 hits, leading the Orioles to the victory over the White Sox 18-5. In other news from Baltimore, second baseman Ramon Urias has been placed on waivers by the club. The Blue Jays had 12 hits as a team as they took down the Rays in St. Petersburg 8-3. The Seattle Mariners swung it well with 15 hits in the game as they took down the Tigers in Detroit 11-7. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim launched 3 home runs as they bested the visiting Indians 4-2. The Texas Rangers combined for 10 hits as a team as they bested the visiting Nats 5-4. J.B. Wendelken won his 4th game thus far as the Athletics defeated the Astros 4-3. The Cardinals combined to give up just 5 hits as they beat the Braves in Atlanta 5-0. Nick Williams plated 3 runs on the day, leading the Fightin' Phils over the Mets 6-4. The Chicago Cubs totaled 11 hits as they beat the visiting Marlins 6-4. The Pirates broke up their 5-game losing skid as they got past the Reds in Cincinnati 3-2. The San Francisco Giants continued to beat teams now with 11 straight victories as they took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee 6-5. Corey Seager had 3 hits and drove in 3 as the Dodgers grabbed the win against Colorado 5-3. He is among the NL leaders in total base hits. Trent Grisham was a force at the plate, driving in 3 runs as the Padres bested the Diamondbacks 5-3. He is among the NL leaders in triples. And that's the show. Thanks for listening in. I'll be back tomorrow with more news and updates from around the majors.